Also, this was posted earlier, sent to me as well. I guess we're just gonna video play at this point. Why not? This is a Lulbertarian. He has something to say about V. I actually haven't seen this one. I watched one of his other videos. I'm not sure if he's a fan of the kill stream or what, but he seems to know everything that's going on. V, the creepy capo. By the way, look at his wall. Don't tread on me. The don't tread on me snake flag. A bunch of African like tribal masks. I don't know what. How would you describe this setup here, Zidane?
Autistic.
Dallas Cowboys hat. Don't ruffle my feathers. Is that Donald Duck on his shirt?
Odd.
It's odd. Yeah, it's odd. I don't know if we'll play the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and start it up and at least play some of it right now.
Well, folks, you know, I thought I'd be done with the liberalists after Sunday Funday, but, I mean, you can't leave things half done. And you can't really tell the story of the liberalist moderate cucks without the second in command, without the creepy capo, the carrier pigeon manservant whose feathers don't like to be ruffled. And if you say anything bad about the Don, you know, V is going to be there like that. If you say anything bad about V, he'll be there even quicker than that. You know what I mean? So, why are we making this video about the creepy capo, you know? Well, even though V is pretty much irrelevant and that no one cares about him, and he looks and sounds like a creepy Slavic child molester. My very first impression of V was that kind of this creepy.
I can't help but look at the tits on him.
Guy, come sit on my knee.
He should have a little bit of a bigger shirt.
And it turns out that those first impressions oftentimes are correct, because V yesterday made some shocking confessions, you know.
Is he out of breath?
Fucking creepy manservant, carrier pigeon, fucking capo for Don Sargoon, you know. But let's get into that in a minute, because I'm sure a lot of you people are asking me, Ashton, who the fuck is V? Well, good question.
Actually, I don't know who Ashton is.
Nobody.
Can I go ahead and disavow this guy before he strangles his mother?
And Sargoon have kind of what's like a gay relationship going on, where, you know, if anybody says anything bad about the boss, if they cross boss Sargoon, V is gonna fucking bring the hammer down on you, motherfucker, right? And, you know, they have this relationship where, like, V gets off on Sargoon degrading him.
It's true.
And in fact, like, V, I do believe, was actually jerking off as Jim was making fun of him in their stream. Those were jokes, by the way. It was like Jim was talking to a fucking child, you know? And this guy's supposed to be a doctor, a lawyer, and he's just getting embarrassed by a shit-posting fucking anon. And it's because he's a cringy, autistic fucking guy, you know? And he looks and sounds like a child molester, and it turns out he is. He is a creepy fucking idiot. Yesterday,
we gotta get this guy on the show now.
After the Châtelet Strangler fiasco, V went on a damage control spree, the likes of which, you know, I have sadly seen before. And he started deleting every single post he was in with the Châtelet Strangler who killed his mom, and censoring everything and hiding it all, you know. And during the midst of that, he actually went to like a hentai forum, and he was begging them for help to take on Jim. He actually went to like an anime cartoon forum, and he's begging for help. And it turned out that this hentai forum that V was begging for help and trying to make into his personal army was actually a Shota forum.
Right.
And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Shota it's cartoon pornographic images of little boys. Okay? So this sick fuck doesn't even jerk off to, like, real pictures of little boys. He jerks off to fucking pictures of cartoon little boys. And he gets off also on getting degraded.
Can I pause it at 3:36? Would it make it better if it was actual little boys that he was jerking off to?
Yeah, I was about to say that's weird, yeah. That's
Well-
fucking weird.
Like,
As criticisms go, you don't jerk off to real boys is a weird one. That's a fucking strange line to
That
draw.
kind of sounds like something that Sargon would say in the heat
Yeah.
of the moment.
I'm not sure that makes any better. By the way, the channel of the anime Chili Bite, they actually sent me the video themselves. It's been passed around, the anime stuff. So if you want to subscribe to them, go ahead. Matter of fact, I'll do that on my totally not my account. That's not me up there with the TRR with the red X through it. Not the Ralph Retort. That is definitely not me. All right, let's continue. 336.
By his daddy Sargon, you know, by his liberalist dad, and it's kind of fucking sickening, really. And when pressed about this connection to you know, Shota porn, V goes, yeah, of course, it's only $1 a month, and they make the best porn. You know,
I did say that.
Not just like good porn, normal porn. You know, they make the best porn. They make really hot porn. He was saying.
I love the fact that one of the criticisms was
You
it's
know?
$1. Like the
Capo.
price was the problem.
And of course, V would cry and complain and say, "Oh, well, Ashton's making a video where he doesn't address any of my intellectual arguments." Well, your intellectual arguments are fucking retarded anyway. Like a fucking 14-year-old kid could school you. You're supposed to be doctor, lawyer. Like, why don't you prove it? Like, you know, nothing that you've ever produced has led me to the conclusion that you have an IQ
The stickers are on point.
over 100. You're pretty fucking average, you know? I think you're actually smarter than Don Sargoon, you know? But, you know, you're just a fucking creep. You're a creepy fucking child molester, kid diddler. Who jerks off to fucking cartoon images of little boys. And jerks off to fucking getting dominated, you know, and being cocked. And when you're that guy, you can't possibly lead the right-wing movement. You can't possibly be a leader in the liberalist movement. You know what I mean? Like, you're just a joke. You know, if
You
try
can
and
be a
get,
leader in
you
the
know,
liberalist
UKIP
movement.
representation for yourself, or, you know, try and become a legitimate politician in Romania or Hungary or wherever the fuck you're from. You carrier pigeon, you manservant. They're gonna laugh at you, and rightfully so, because
I'm
you
glad
are a joke.
manservant
Because
got
I'm
on too.
laughing at you, and I'm a fucking loser. You know, it is what it is. But just to explain, also, just a couple of the problems with V. You know, because I wouldn't have made this video except for that V has just gone into this slow descent into madness. You know, and it all started probably, you know, in January, if not December. You know. Around the time Sargon fucking Sargon got his ass handed to him by Spencer, you know, and then, you know, the lol cow board was making fun of V because he's a lol cow and making fun of Sargon, and he just started fucking losing his mind, you know, and he just overreacts and cries out his bum and
Cries out of his
trolls
bum?
and makes everything into some big fucking deal.
That is a hell,
you know?
hell of a talent.
Very gay. The other
It's
thing
very
about
good.
V is that when he tries to debate people,
Sounds like that
it's
might be a
not like
medical
an honest
problem.
intellectual discussion of ideas or like real deconstruction of your arguments. All V will do is just play the semantic word game, where no, but in this instance, the individual in the collective, and you know, he just plays fucking word games, you know, and just these gay little gotcha games, these like very unintellectual things where all he does is just try and manipulate the meaning of words. You know what I mean? And say, well, no, the individual, really, the definition is this, and da-da-da-da. You know what, man? Like, you're just a joker. You're a fucking joke. You're a studio intellectual in the same way that Sargon is a studio anon. You know?
Studio gangster!
I don't know what to tell you. You know? You go off for your 4 or 5 hour autistic stream, you know, that no one cares about. No one watches your videos. No one cares about your content because it's boring. And then you
this
go
is
and
ruthless.
because people humiliate you in the comments, you keep making the videos so you can jerk off to your humiliation in the comments. You know, and then after that, you fucking go and you pay $1 a month for some creepy fucking pictures of little anime boys. Fuck me. What a weirdo. What a sicko, you know? It's one thing if you're into, like, you know, like Vor or Giantess or Feed or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make fun of you. But when you cross that line,
I would still make fun of him.
over into like kids, and especially little boys, you know, that's where you've just hit the bottom of depravity. And the liberalists are a joke, and they shouldn't be taken seriously. And the little carrier pigeon, he's going to come and he's going to squawk, and he's going to wipe Sargon's ass,
tongue.
you know, the manservant that he is. But at the end of the day, he's the creepy capo. He is. He's a kid diddler. So, anyway, folks, remember,
He's
keep
a
your powder
kid
dry. Fortune favors the
Oh,
bold.
wow. I mean, a lot of what he said was true, but I also got some pretty creepy vibes from that motherfucker as well.
It was an interesting video, though, at least.
What do you think he does in his spare time, Kevin? You have some thoughts on that?
What he does in his spare time,
Yeah, he said he's creepy.
I dread to think, but I imagine it involves felony crime. That's what I'll say.
I resemble that remark. I'm using,
Who
I'm
who
using
wants
a
to bet
George
that man
Bush. Go
he
ahead.
hasn't got. He's got like a collection of like left feet or something just in his freezer.
All right, let's take a couple calls, then we'll get out of here.